Bet you, bet you no one's ever took you live from a bathroom. Deep. Hold on, we'll be out of here in just a second. Money, keys, more money. So how you guys doing? I figured this would be a funny way to my lotion. Blue sweats. Blue sweats. Just in case you guys wonder, I have a bunch of these. It's not that I'm wearing my sweats for a month at a time. One second, we're out of here. Can't freaking sleep, man. I slept for a couple hours, woke up, thought it was the next morning. I thought somehow I didn't wake up. You know, when you go to sleep in the daylight and then wake up in the daylight. It makes you think it's the next day. Let's get to the truck. Boy, that was loud. I hope that wasn't as loud for you guys as it was for me, because everybody probably fell out of their chairs. I should have come in and done laundry. I need to do laundry. This is my last pair of sweats. But let's get back to my little house on wheels. And yes, I had Subway for dinner. Subway for dinner. Oh, look at the pretty lineup of trucks. Now, this guy's gonna have a problem going through here. Look at this. Ain't no way he's pulling through without backing up. You know what? Something's wrong because no one's making that turn right. I think there's trucks parked over there blocking their entrance because this was a tight turn, but that first truck, there ain't no way he's making it through that fuel line without backing up and straightening out. Which, once he backs up that far, he might as well just back all the way up. But I'll get to everybody in a minute here. As you can see, I'm parked. Well, if you watch that video from this morning, you've seen where I parked. What is that? Oh man, a Ruby Tuesday's up there. I could have had a good dinner. Not that I know what kind of food they have, but it would have been better than Subway, I think. Oh damn, there's stuff all over the place over here. But when I pulled in, ooh, yeah, that camera's getting bad. Oh, am I zoomed in still? Yeah. Sorry about that. I hate how they won't on zoom. They keep flipping back and forth. Hey, thanks for the likes, man. I see we already got 5 likes in here. 22 people. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. When I find out which one of you boys or girls keep hitting the thumbs down on my videos, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Yes, I do. I care. No, I don't care. You know what? Yeah, I care. Stop it. Stop it. Whoever you are, stop it. If you don't like my video, just don't touch any of the thumbs. Where the hell is my truck? Did I pass it? Oh, this guy That guy's going to make it difficult for these guys to get out. He's pulled so far freaking forward. Oh, there she is. Well, bitch yourself. All right. I'll point you that way so you have light. And of course I left my light on in there so the boogeyman wouldn't get me when I got back to the truck. Because, you know, the boogeyman, hold on, I got my curtain still up. The boogeyman ain't cool. My red carpet, yep, I love red, man. Red's my favorite color. Oh man, I forgot to tell Crazy Bags that it's Mountain Dew Tuesday here at the Pilot. You buy one, you get one free. You buy one, you get one free. Once again, I see why them boys drink Mountain Dew. The stuff is cheap. All right, let's see who's in here. No, Michael, you weren't looking at the ceiling. How you doing, Michael? Grunt, what's up? Dad's Adventure, how you doing? Oh man, that walk just killed me. Yes, I'm squeaky clean. How you doing, Greg? Dad's Adventure says, glad I don't have smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision? Why? There's nothing. Yeah, if you're wondering, because I flushed the toilet. You know how after you take a shower, you wad up toilet paper and you clean your ears. And I threw them in the toilet. I don't know why I threw them in the toilet instead of the trash can, but I did. And when I was walking out, I seen them there, so I flushed it. I didn't use the rest of them when I was in there. How you doing, Hog Rider? Ian MacArthur. I think you're new, Ian. How you doing, buddy? I'm glad you're here. If you're not new and you've been in here, I'm sorry I don't remember you, but maybe you weren't here for a while. Oh crap! I took my hat off. Whoa, I'm sweating. That's why. Anyways, Ian, if you are new and you haven't subscribed, please do hit the bell. You can also like the video if you would. I'll make you like it by the end. If nothing else, if you want to hang out till the end. Trucker for Life, what's up, man? Greg says, washing that hair, I see. Yes, I washed off 3 pieces of hair. Greg says, I agree with Dad's no smell of it. There's no smell in there, man. It's other than soap. Hold on, guys. I got to turn on the freaking AC in this thing. I turned it off when I went to take a shower. Oh, and what I always do, because this truck's so small, my carpet's there, I always fold it back like that if I'm not going to take my shoes off. But yeah, I'm not going to take my shoes off because I'm going to be sitting in the seat and I don't want to put my feet on the floor. All right, let's get some air going in this bad boy. Okay, where were we? I really don't drink a lot of it. I don't drink a lot of soda. I'm heading to my 90 from the video earlier, which is here in Tennessee. I'm in Tennessee. I'm about 190 miles from it, but I finally got that stupid drop time, and it's 9:30 tomorrow night. So I'm gonna leave here at 3 in the morning. There's a truck stop that's like a quarter mile. I mean, it's right there on the corner, and my 90's right here. So I'm gonna go to that truck stop and shut down there for another 10-hour break. So I'm literally gonna drive like 3.5 hours and then take another 10-hour break. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get there, be wide awake, be up all day long until I freaking drop that load. And then I have to drive all night to pick up a new load unless they don't dispatch me till morning. So that kind of sucks in the trucking world, is sometimes you lose out on sleep because of the way your timing is. Dad's Adventure says bathroom probably smells better than Bag's truck. Yeah, I kind of got the gist of his toilet break or something. I literally went in there, said hi, bye, and I tried to go back to sleep. I woke up because when she got home from work and did all her things, and you know, I like to hear from her, so you know, she said, "Oh, can I call you tonight? Will you be sleeping?" I told her no. So she woke me up, and you know, once she woke me up, I'm kind of up. But you know, I like to talk to her in the morning, and you know, usually we'll talk morning, midday, and at night. You know, mornings real quick before she goes to work, midday between her jobs, and then usually at night we'll talk for a bit. Michael's laughing at that. You didn't hang your towels up. No, you don't hang them up in these bathrooms. Why would you do that? I ball them up and throw them on the... What I do is, because you know the shower always pukes water all over, I always roll them up and throw them on that water so it dries that floor. I don't hang them up. Never thought about hanging them up because I always throw them on the puddle of water. I don't know what. I think I threw them. Had you guys going, so I don't know what I did with them. But yeah, I usually just ball them up and throw them on the puddle of water. Yeah. No, I still have some more undies. I'm out of sweats. Basically, I'm out of pants. Although, no, I'm not. I got freaking jeans. I got shorts, and it's warm out here. I almost put shorts on today, right now, or yesterday. But I'll tell you guys what, man. I've had a shower every day this week. I haven't went without one yet because of where I've been shutting down. Well, not even where I'm shutting down. It's just I've had time on my call so I could stop during the day or whatever. It's been nice, but yeah, I'm burning through my points. I'm burning through my shower credits. I had 4.5 right now, so now I have 3.5. I need to put some miles on so I can get more fuel to keep them credits going. Now I still have probably 20 pairs of socks. I probably have 3 or 4, maybe 5 pairs of underwear. I carry a lot of the undergarments, man. Because even if you can't put clean shirt, because in reality, it's not hot out, so you're not sweating. You know, when I take these shirts off and throw them in my hamper, they smell, you know, they smell still like laundry soap because it's winter time. I'll wear my sweats for usually 2 days a pair, unless I get something on them. Oh, that reminds me. This is the best when you're fresh out of the shower. The best, man, because your skin was all warm and it's kind of soft anyways. Oh, and it smells so damn good. Dad's Adventure says, them guys look like they could use some training. Trainer Dave to the rescue. Yeah, did you see that first guy? He ain't pulling through there. There's no way. I should have stayed there and waited for him to finish filming so we can watch him back out of there. And then the guy next to him, he might be able to pull through, but probably not. They're probably both going to have to back up and jockey over. That's why you guys see me when I pull into those fuel lines. You guys always notice how I pass the one I'm going to pull into and then button hook it back in. That gets my trailer behind me, and I don't pull in sideways. Now, I'll say this, probably my first dozen times when I was on my trainer's truck, you know, I was always at an angle. I never had to back up, but I always was at an angle because I wasn't button hooking it far enough, and no one told me to. I just, you know, once I did it a couple times, I realized, you know what, I'm going to need to button hook this thing to get it straight in there. Timothy, how you doing, buddy? Here's David, it's me. If you guys ever watch South Park, that Butter character, the intro, and they're singing, you know, it's butter, and then that's me. That's me. Greg says they have good food. Oh, the place I just seen. Oh, Ruby Tuesdays. I've heard of them. I've never been there. The Dad's Adventure, Ruby Tuesdays is trash. Everybody has an opinion. Michael's making some kind of face. It's probably okay. Probably the Dad's Adventure. Timothy says, "Not me." Greg says, "Guess not all Ruby Tuesdays have good food then." Yeah, you know, they're all individually owned, I'm sure, and it depends on the chef. There was this place in Acton when I lived in Acton, which is a little horse community in Southern California, just northeast of Santa Clarita, where Magic Mountain was. There's this little place called Wentz's. It was a little Chinese restaurant. When we first moved there, this little Chinese dude ran it. It was pretty good. And then his cook bought it from him and started serving other things, and all the food was really good. And you know, it's funny when you get Chinese food and it's like really good, and then, you know, I used to go back and shake the guy's hand and stuff. I'd go back into the kitchen and it's just a bunch of Mexican dudes working in there. It's like, how the frick are you guys making such good Chinese food? But they did have good tacos too. And oh, really good Italian food. It was weird. It was just a little hole in the wall, and he served all kinds of food. Once he bought the place, it went from just Chinese food. Michael says, "Rookie always leaving the lights on." No, I left the lights on in here on purpose. Otherwise, I would have had to climb in the truck in the dark, and you know, where's my bag going and all that. I just left the bunk light on. Dad's Adventure says, "Greg, I've only been to one and it was horrible." My truck? No, it's not really clean. I mean, I've swept the floor out and stuff, but the outside's dirty. I mean, the inside's not bad because I sweep it out and I use the duster on the dash and everything, and I use the Clorox wipes for things. So yeah, it's not bad, but I wouldn't call it, it's not clean to my standard of clean. Dad's Adventure says, if red is your favorite color, why all the blue pants? Because red sweats look funny. They actually had them, and I was going to get some, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to walk around looking like a damn clown. So I got blue. Blue's my next favorite color. And you know, the only reason I ended up with so many pairs of blue was they were out of, I've got you know, some gray, some dark gray, black ones, and then when I went to get more, all they had in my size was blue. So it's like, I don't care. I mean, I never thought anything of it until I started doing these videos, and it's like, wait a minute, man, they're gonna think I fucking never change my sweats because I'm always in blue sweats. Greg says, no problem at Dad's. So he's talking to Dad's there. I wonder why I can't sleep. Why? Because the Mountain Dew? I didn't have any before I went to sleep. I couldn't sleep. And guys, I think I'm having a lot of problems sleeping because the whole gonna train thing and all that has got me, you know, my mind's constantly going about it. Until I actually start doing it, I think I'm gonna have problems sleeping, because I don't do well with change, not at all. And anything like that really gets into my head, and you know, I can't stop thinking about it. I had an account back at my appliance business. Things got really slow back when the recession hit, and so they were pulling their subcontractors because they had their own guys and they didn't have enough work for their own guys. When they pulled me, I didn't sleep for like 3 days. Diet Mountain Dew all day, huh? Hey, Big John, how you doing? Crazy Bags, what's happening, man? You woke me up with your freaking smelly truck. Oh man, I ain't 65, man. I'm not in here. How old are you, Bags? I'm probably not even older than you. Not that I'm saying you look old, but don't I see a little gray in your hair? Or is that just a reflection? I know my wife always says my hair is turning gray, but I keep telling her it's blonde. Because, you know, I used to have blonde hair, so it's like, no, man, that's blonde. I just got out of the shower, Bags. I took everybody into the shower. No, I didn't take everybody in the shower. I gave everybody a tour of the shower. Michael says crackhead would have thought they were rocks, should have left them. Crackhead would have thought rocks, should have left them. Rocks, what the? Okay, Michael, I don't know what I said that prompted that reply. I'm lost, man. Hey, Jason, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But man, there's 2 trucks in that fuel island that are not going to be able to pull through. They are at such an angle. Especially the first guy, he's going to have to back out of there. I don't know why they came in so tight. Okay, Ian, you've been here a few times. Cool. Oh, I'm that far on freaking comments that, yeah, I'm just getting to that. No wonder why I didn't know what he was saying. Brandon says, how you doing, Brandon? Brandon says, Crazy Bags, what happened to your video? Yeah, man, I went to watch it. Once I realized I couldn't sleep, Bags, I went to watch it, and it was gone. What'd you say that made you delete it? Okay, Bags, what's up? What happened to your live feed? Yeah, exactly. 60 likes, I'm going viral. CPAP Trucker, how you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, why'd you delete it? What was wrong with it? Why'd you delete it? And you're not going to tell me your age? Dudley Dixon, how you doing, man? No, man. Ever since I don't sleep. Yeah. My first load that I had, I didn't sleep for 3 days out here. I was too worried about getting it there. If anything gets on my mind, I can't sleep. And I've got this whole training thing, and this training thing is just bugging the hell out of me. So until I get that over with, I'm probably not going to sleep very well. Brandon says, gotcha. I was going to watch it after I laid my kids down to bed. Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to do, Brandon. I was going to watch it, and it was gone, man. I think he just didn't he realized he was talking about poop in his truck or something. Because it wasn't that what that video was about? Did your toilet break or something? CPAP says, oh man, I missed Crazy Bags. Okay. Bag says, that's Missy telling him he's falling behind. That's Missy telling him he's falling behind. Missy ain't in here, man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm so far behind, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. What's up, Bob? How you doing? Let me catch up here. Trucker for life, you wear shorts all year long. I used to wear shorts all year long till I went to long sleeves with my company. And once I did that, you know, you look stupid in shorts and long sleeves. So I went back to pants. That's something I need to really do is, I bought all these t-shirts when I came trucking. I need to buy my t-shirts with long sleeves, man. I can't stand having my arms exposed. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but where I'm going to shut down is a little crappy little mom and pop. I shouldn't say that. They look like they have a lot of parking. I'm hoping they have a washer and dryer tomorrow. I can do all my laundry because, yeah, I'm going to drive for like 3 hours and then have to do another 10-hour break. Michael. Pumping the lotion. Yeah, I just got out of the shower, man, so I had to lotion up my skin. You got to keep it soft. Hey, Dan, how you doing from Michigan? How's the weather in Michigan? Michael says, did you just say butt hook it? No, button hook it. Button hook. Butt hook. Am I that far behind that I'm just reading that? I said that like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Exactly. But you know what? At least, yeah, all right. I can't think of an excuse to give you why I'm so slow at it. I think because I just read them all. I mean, I just read them all. Tom says, how from great. Oh, cool. John says, switch to Avon Skin, so soft it moisturizes and is a bug repellent. No crazy comments about this guy. It really works. Yeah, man, I got bit to hell. I mean, bad, all over. They're big welts. I asked the guy near that place, I said, what's roaming around that ball field? And he goes, well, the only thing that's out here is mosquitoes. Well, remember I said, oh, look at that big old freaking standing water pond. And I had my windows down because it was hot, man. That freaking mosquitoes came in and ate me alive. Grant says, I've managed to save up 6 weeks of my paychecks to cover my bills while I'm training at Prime. How many weeks of no pay do you think I can expect starting from orientation? Well, it depends on how fast you get through PSD. You got the week of orientation and 2 to 3 weeks of PSD. I did 2 weeks. If your trainer thinks after 2 weeks it's good, then you'll do 2 weeks. Otherwise, you could be out there 4, 5. I mean, just keep going if they think you need to stay out there. But on average, it's 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, I hear you, Grunt. I hear you. Posting this at 20:52. Let's see what time he gets to it. What time is it now? 20:52. Oh, that's not bad. 7 minutes. Oh, Bags, you're terrible. Trucking causes sleep issues. Absolutely. Hustle says you both look old. I don't know. I think Bags is older than I am. No, it was only 7 minutes, man. You're 43? Damn, dude, you done hit the freaking wall. I'm just kidding, man. I tell everybody that. Okay, I'm 47, or am I 48? I was born in 71. You do the math. You guys know I sure in hell can't. September, so I think September this year I'll be 48. Damn, I'm not 48, am I? What the hell year is this? I don't know. I got to blow my nose, and I'm not going to blow it on camera, so let me grab something here. Any boogers hanging out? No. Good. Dirty old man. Yeah, Bags maybe. 44 by the time I read this. Oh, you're terrible. You're terrible. Hey, you know what would be cool if one day we all just happen to hit the terminal at the same time. We can do a live, all three of us. Although I don't know if I could be next to you two. You'd smoke me out. Chad would freaking gross me out with all that spitting in a bottle. Under 14 minutes. All right. Back 30 minutes behind. Grady's Bags. I'm coming to Prime orientation first week of April. Cool, man. That's cool. I should be back. I should be at Springfield second week of April doing training, a week training, or 4 days training myself and getting a different truck. I hope they get a load of trucks in before I go back there. Oh, and man, my fuel mileage is already up to 7.8 miles per gallon. Yeah, I'm going to train. Wheezy, what's happening? You're laughing your ass off. Yeah, okay. I'm sure it's at my expense, but that's okay. You guys know I don't mind that. I'm here to make you laugh, man. If I make somebody's day that much better, I did my job. Bag says he is very entertaining to watch. His channel will do well, and I'm very entertaining to watch because you guys can chat amongst yourself by the time I get to your about all my slowness here. Decode. I don't think I've seen you. Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. You know, it's funny. I'll see guys subscribe to the channel that have been in every live feed, and then all of a sudden, I guess, I don't know, I guess then they decide to subscribe. But it's weird. It's like, how did they get the notifications unless they just happen upon it? Hustler says, are you in Virginia? Well, Hustler, if you're talking to me, I'm in Tennessee. Michael says, I think so too, Crazy Bags. Okay, about that. Yeah, cool. Weezy says, damn, David, you still behind. Yeah, I'm catching up, man. Hustler says he's always behind. I'm always behind on chats, but I'm never behind on my loads. On dropping product or picking up product. I just don't like saying loads, man. It just screws with me. CLC says, did anyone go to KLLM? I haven't. I dropped a trailer at KLLM about a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I do get a kick out of reading all the comments. Hey, man, if you guys post a comment, I feel I should read it. I mean, I do. You know, one day I'll start scrolling through like Bags does and just pick and choose, and you know, he's getting behind. And you know what? I don't want to hear this crap I get behind, because both Chad and Bags get way behind on their comments. It's just all of a sudden they'll just go and catch up without reading anyone's comments. I feel if you're going to leave a comment, I better read it. It's just like when you leave a comment on a video outside, I go through and I love everybody's comment. Even if I don't leave a reply, I still read it. And just let you acknowledge that I've read it, because if you took the time to leave it, I'm going to take the time to read it. Ooh, I'm a poet, don't you know it? I worked there a long time. KLM was on the Tyson Dedicated. I can't wait to watch David just start training. Should be funny if he doesn't have a heart attack first. Yeah, man. Hey, Bags, is that something you can tell? I don't know if company guys are going to be able to pick their student or not. I would think you could, just, you know, at least, cause, yeah, I would think you could, because what if you don't get along? But I hope I can, because one of the things I want to ask him is, hey, man, are you going to be okay with me filming and stuff like that? I won't film anything to make him look bad or anything, but my trainer, and this has got nothing to do with, you know, nothing to do with Muslims or anything, but before he got me, the guy he was supposed to get was a Muslim, and he told him he needs to pray 5 times a day. And my trainer's like, yeah, that's no problem. Whenever we stop, he goes, no. It has to be specific times, and he'll have to stop the truck for him to get out and pray. You know, I ain't doing that. Hell no. I mean, nothing against your religion, dude, but you're not taking my money because you need to pray. I mean, pray in the passenger seat. Focus. Shut up, Michael. I assume you guys were just joking. I don't look 65, I hope. Although my customers always thought I was the old guy when I had this one guy working for me, and he was a couple years older than me. Grunt says, cool, thanks, David. I was torn in between KLM and Prime, but you and Crazy Bags told me on Prime. Yeah, I like Prime, man. I didn't look into KLLM. They got a lot of trucks out there, though. I did go to one of their yards to drop a trailer they bought from Prime, and it was a crap hole of a yard. But I mean, I know Prime has some. I haven't been to all of Prime's yards, but I know Prime has some bad yards. But this yard, I think, was like a main one, because it had fuel station and it had truck wash, but it was a dump. I mean, it was all dirt and mud, and it stunk, and there was nowhere to park. What's happening, Kenworth? You missed me putting my lotion on, man. CLCs, I'm just not into going all the way to Missouri. Um, I've heard mostly good things of KLLM. You're not in the all what? So you don't want to go to Missouri. You can go. I don't know where you're at, but if you're out west, you go to Salt Lake. But you do realize you're going to be driving 48 states, right? That that if you don't want to go that far now, trucking might not be for you. If that's what you're talking about, I'm so far behind. You could be talking about something completely different. I'm just half retarded, and don't feel offended. You know, if anybody's retarded, I'm not bagging on you, man. I think I'm actually half retarded. And I don't mean any disrespect by it. That's why I say I'm half mental, because I'm always afraid I'm going to offend. But it's like, God, everybody just get a grip and quit being a baby. Okay, back to the Bobby says, hey Bobby, how you doing? Bobby Light gonna do you right. Bobby Light's gonna do you right. I like that one. Back says, yes, David, we'll make a 3 Amigos live. Oh shit, I'm that far behind. Yeah, that would be that'd be fun, man. Mississippi Holler says, I passed some KLM, and I live 2 hours from their headquarters. Yeah. I'm 48 next month. Cool. Cool, Big John. Cool, Big John. CLC, it's a good atmosphere. They have great people. KLLM, that's good. Just wasn't enough money. Yeah, Prime seemed to be the most you made. You know, you make the most money right out of the hole. No CLC. No, I don't. So Tennessee, where you're heading to? Ha ha ha, loads, big loads. Uh-oh. Yeah, Michael. Now I'm already in Tennessee. I made it into Tennessee this earlier. I just ran out of time, man. And once I was going to run right to the brink of going in the red. And then once I got my appointment time, it was like, screw that, I'm stopping here. I've got way too much time. There's no reason to risk a log violation when I can do another 10-hour break. So tomorrow my hours are going to get screwed up. Recreational reptiles is what a lot lizard is. It's the damn squirrels, yeah, man. Going for the training. Da 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 da. You believe in God, then He is all around you at all times. Yes, exactly. I believe in God, man. I don't know. You know, I guess you could say I believe in God. I'm not going to get into religion, but I will say this: my mother's a Jehovah's Witness, and my father, before he passed away, was a hardcore. I think he was a Baptist Christian. So let's just say every Christmas, birthday. No, we really didn't have any until the last second because it was always a fight. So yeah, religion got sour for me. Good luck, you. I'm local driving, thinking of Prime, and then I'm local, thinking of giving Prime a try. Yeah, Prime's a good place, man. And I'm starting to dig my fleet manager. I'm gonna miss him if I go lease, because he even though. I think he's just got a weird personality, because he seems to take care of me. Michael says, stunk. BC, you forgot to shower that day out. Crazed Bag says, David was at KLM yard in Richland. I don't remember, but you know what? It was down. You got off the interstate, you went down, you turned, and it wasn't very far off the interstate, and you went down a side street, and I want to say it dead-ended at that location, and you'd make a left into their yard, and everything was on the left-hand side, all the truck parking was on the right, and straight back. D-Code says, I've watched many of your videos, David. Good info on them. Thank you, man. I hope you subscribe. Michael's crying, big baby. Wah, you big sissy. Crazy bags, oh my gosh. See, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. The one in Richland blows. Okay, that could have been where it was. That line was classic, David H. Okay, what line? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I gotta really catch up on this crap. Stop being a baby, people. Yeah, stop being babies. Is that grip with or without lotion? Oh, you're probably being a baby because I was talking about people being babies. Now I get it. See, I'll catch on eventually. What's happening, Ralph? How you doing? You've probably been in here for 20 minutes and I just got to that comment. Bobby says, stop saying if you are going lease. Are you going lease? Man, the only thing that's stopping me right now is my wife. Michael says, real specific, David, get off the, well, you probably get off the highway, you make a left and straight back. Those are the kind of freaking direct, what do you mean? You get off the interstate, you go that way, depending on which way you're going, you might go that way, but when you get to the street, the main focus, it was off a little dark ass side street that when you went down, it kind of dead ended, and you went to the left into their place. And then when you pulled out, there was signs that said no KLLM bobtail parking on the street. Come on. Yeah, that's their headquarters at Main Terminal. I hope you're not talking about that place I was talking about, Bags, because that's their headquarters. That place sucks. Weezy said, David H., you turned the high beams off yet? No, I've been running with my high beams on since I've had the truck. Never been flashed. I mean, I guess I do and I don't. It depends on where I'm at. When it's really dark, I do. Did you get your truck in Salt Lake City or Springfield? Do they have a variety of trucks in Salt Lake City? They have a few, but Salt Lake's under construction, man. So I don't know. When I was there, they offered me. They had some brand new lightweights. But I was going, I was flying home to Springfield and told them I'm getting my truck out of Springfield. I don't have any lotion motion. Or, yeah, lotion motion. Or it's actually motion lotion. Wait, is that what you said? No, you said lotion motion. It's motion lotion. Stop saying if you're going, oh, what the hell? Okay, I'll stop saying that. He probably asked for an extra fifth wheel grease when he was at the terminal. And it's only 3 hours away. Okay, I'm caught up. It's Bobby says it's literally doing the same work for more money. Exactly. Michael says because ladies think you're scary, that's why you never been flashed. Oh, you're a funny guy. Jeff says must have changed the lotion. Lots of hand gestures tonight. I always have hand gestures. If you're talking about a lot of rubbing, it's because my hands are bit to shit. So I'm itching them. But no, when I put lotion on, I rub them forever because I don't like the feel of it. You know, when it gets a little tacky. Jack says, David H., just tell Missy you're going to lease and make real money. You know, and it's funny. I talk about lease, and then I get guys freaking messaging me saying, don't do it, don't do it. It's fool. You're a fool if you do it. But, yeah, I don't know why I don't just do it anyways, because like I said in another feed, she didn't really stand by me when I was opening my business. She was worried about it. But, you know, she says, you know what? Hopefully they give me a decent truck so I can just call them up and say, okay, I want to go lease. I'm going to just lease this truck. So I don't want to have to keep changing trucks. It's a pain in the neck. Bag says, company drivers pay very similar with Prime, but lease pay is way lower at KLLM. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. See how he's preparing his hands for the sleepers. Oh, man. Michael says, damn, 42. David, what's your record? 42. Oh, people in the room? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that, to be honest with you. Jody, how you doing? Sticky lotion means the... Oh, man. And Jack says, just take Bag's truck when turns it in. No, hell no. That truck's got more freaking crap rolling around it. It's probably, they're going to get that truck and go to clean it out, and they're going to just burn the damn truck. It's probably got turd freaking juice all in the seams and everything else. Damn. I mean, am I right? Was that video he did about his toilet breaking open? Maybe that's why he deleted it. Yeah, no, Bags, I've been in his thing where he's hit over 100 a few times. Dale says, hello, David H. How's it going? If I decide to go to Prime, I'm going to need a good trainer. Well, hello there, Dale. Yeah, it's just make sure, man. Just make sure that if he's not doing his job, tell him you want the hell off that truck. You're right, Jeff. It is a lot easier with the wife support. I mean, if she would have not sounded weird about it, because she was sounding weird, I could tell. We've been married 29 years. I can tell she wasn't digging it. And then so I said, okay, well, I guess maybe I'll just run company and train for a bit and then maybe go lease later. She goes, yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, she wasn't on board with it. CLC, that's a good question. How many clothes do you recommend bringing on a trainer's truck? Each trainer's different. You can go watch a bunch of videos. Some trainers say just enough for a week because there's no room. Other trainers say, 10 years worth. I say, myself personally, my student on my truck, I would be happy if he had a couple weeks worth of clothes, because then we're not stopping all the time and doing laundry. I mean, there's room for a big duffel bag unless you're a really tall dude. See, I don't have the condo here, but up on the top there's an opening where you can put stuff up in there. But also at the foot of the bed, if you're not a giant dude, you can keep a duffel bag. I was putting my clothes in the top cabinet when I was on my trainer's truck, but I finally just left them in my laundry bag and put them at the foot of my bed, because he had the refrigerator in front of that, and I'm so short I couldn't freaking reach my clothes. I'd have to do it from the top bunk, and it's just uncomfortable. I'm not going to answer that, CLC, because I got a funny feeling there's a hidden message in that. But no, I didn't really run hard today. I will answer it. He says, did you run hard today, David? No, I started my day out with 7.5 hours, and dropping that load this morning burned up a couple hours of my 14, and then waiting to get reloaded and at that wash. By the time I started heading to my 01, I was already, am I loaded right now? Yeah, I'm loaded. Okay. Yeah, by the time I was starting to head in my 01, I was already starting to burn my 11 hour by my 14. So when I stopped at the 01, my 11 hour clock was burning away, because my 11 hour, my 14 was burning away, which was killing it was killing my 11 hour to drive. So by the time I left my 01, I only had 6 hours to drive, or something like that. And I drove like 5.5, about 5 hours. I think I had an hour and 20 minutes left by the time I got here. I was gonna run down to about 20 minutes, but when I got my ETA for my drop, there was no point in doing that. So it was a long day. I was out here 13 hours. I worked 13 hours today, but I only drove about 5.5 or 6, whatever it is. Michael says, yeah, there's something funky going on in there. And where? Back says, warm hands, soft hands make you purr, purr, purr. Yeah. Yeah, I love that Soft Kitty song. When I'd watch that on Big Bang Theory. She's singing it to the one OCD dude, and it's like, how could that dude sit there and let her sing that song to her without just freaking attacking? You know, as he's all cuddled up next to her because he didn't feel good or whatever, and she's soft kitty. Man, it'd be like, it'd be like, no, I'm a damn tiger. Did I just say? Never mind. Yeah, Bags, did you do a video? Was that what that video was? He won't answer that question, or at least I haven't got to. Oh yeah, there it is. No. But did your toilet leak? That's what it sounded like. Because what I got is when I woke up and I turned it on, you said something about toilet, and then by the time I was turning it off or whatever, I heard, because I was dozing in and out, I heard that you got to detail your truck and it will be okay. So I'm thinking you spilled toilet water everywhere and you have to detail your truck. Mississippi Holler says, please don't ask David to count and read at the same time. We'll be here all night. Damn, dude, you hater. Oh, man. Jack says, what's this fool speaking about then? What? Okay, Jack, what fool? Me? Or, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you're calling me the fool. Oh, man. Jeff says, Bags, truck smells like an ashtray. Oh, you know it, man. You know it. How much more do you make for training? Not enough. I don't want to get into that right now because I got to catch up on the videos. On the freaking comments.
You have 42
damn, Jody,
unread messages.
You're 6'6", man. Whew. That must be nice to be that tall. 320? Damn, you're a big boy. Okay, I can tell you. I turned my Qualcomm on so I can see what I actually did.
You are out of hours of service driving time.
Oh my gosh, I only drove 329 miles today. What kind of crappy day was that? But I was on what? Yeah, 7 hours and 2 minutes, and driving for 6 hours and 27 minutes. So yeah, there you go. I'll be getting 7 hours back next week. And on the 11th, I only did that freaking. On the 11th, I did 112 miles. That freaking repower screwed me, man. Screwed me. But it is what it is. We'll get through it. We'll get it done. This is turning out to be a good week, it looks like. Our last week was good. This week is starting out okay. Well, I just explained how I ran, so I answered your question. Oh, man. Okay, Bags is speaking in code. I don't understand code. What? HGHD. G. I mean, no, HGHA. HA. HGHA. Yeah, I don't understand text. I'm too old for that. Because that's got to be like a texting language. Yeah, sometimes I forget whether I'm loaded or not. And not that kind of loaded. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, did I pick up a load or did I drop off a load? And my right weight scale is covered by the curtains because all I have to do is look at that, or it's not behind there. No, all I have to do is look at the scale and I'll know if I'm loaded or not. Bobby says he has Tourette's. Oh, man. Michael, 6 hours to drive and had to run wide open. No, I wasn't running. Dude, I drove mostly today at 55 miles an hour because I'm trying to get that. And my miles on the truck, the little gauge there, bumped up to 8.3 miles to the gallon. But I got the... this Qualcomm is so delayed, man, compared to my old one. Weekly mile per gallon. Weekly mile per gallon, I got 7.8 miles per gallon. The fleet average was 7.91, so that wasn't bad. I 7.5, I think, is all I need to become a trainer. Wheezy, this is going to be a long night. No, it's not, because I'm going to be going to bed, or try to go to bed here in a minute. Although, how am I going to go to bed? Oh, hey, Bags, man. Today it's buy one, get one free at Pilot if you have the app. I just answered that, Michael. Ralph says Dave can't drive hard, needs to get his fuel mileage up. Absolutely. Yeah, I drove mostly today because I had the time. 55 miles an hour, man. You know how sucky that was? I felt like I was in California. Hell, I don't even drive that slow in California. But once training, it'll be easy to keep the mileage up, because I'll tell you what, man, student, you're driving 55, maybe 57. I want to be able to jump out of the truck if need be. Oh, man. Because he likes the sausage. Jack, what is he talking about? What the hell, man? Oh, okay. I gotta get cut. Oh my God, how do I get so far behind? See, when I get that far behind, I freaking lose what the hell's going on. Yes, Jack, yes, I know. Get caught up. I am, Jack. I'm sorry. I apologize. I will do better for you. You should really leave Bear's messages before you're going around. Slacking, yes. Have you seen Bag's Facebook picture? No, I haven't. Okay, chat will start Monday at KLM. Good. You can organize your videos a little better. I can't even tell where you're driving to. Yeah, what happened, Michael, is I forgot. There was like 3 videos that was sitting in my thing from last week. And it's like, you know what? They're out of order now. And I wasn't going to post them, but it's like, you know what? I'll throw them out there. It might confuse people, but, you know, for somebody just coming in and not have watched them, they won't know the difference. But yeah, no, those ones got screwed up because I made them and I never released them. Yeah, I'm gonna keep track of how much miles and fuel and all that I'm doing. Although this load I didn't have to fuel because I filled up for that last one and only drove what it was at 7 miles. They had, you know, in your company, they don't watch fuel like they do when you're leasing. You'll fill up on your last load of the week. I mean, they're constantly having you fill the tank all the way up. Yeah, you're right. You're right, CLC. I do. Sure, you can drive a truck with Tourette's. Why not? Why not? Okay, Dan, you drinking the dew? Now, yeah, I'm drinking the dew. Switch to diet. Give a wrench if someone can help. What can... See, I caught up and my damn app crashed. You're already sick of that lightweight, little dirty, not rubbing you, right? No, I'm not sick of it at all. You can't have a lightweight if you're training. I mean, unless somebody wants to sit on top of the microwave. And I sure in the hell don't. Yeah, you can't have that little truck. There, I'm caught up. Well, one of the things I noticed with the chat is I'll catch up and it stops, and then all of a sudden I'll scroll and it's like 10 new messages all at once. I don't know if that's a problem with the app or if everyone just posts a message all at once, but I'll get caught up and 2 seconds later, it's like it refreshes or something and all these messages pop up. A speed reading course? I'm reading fast. Do you have Facebook, David? Yeah, but my Facebook is, I just keep it for family. Instagram is, if you want a different form for me, it's at David H 6571. I'm caught up. I don't know. I'm caught up. Am I not caught up? I'm in Tennessee at the Pilot. If you touch the screen, it stops auto scrolling. No, it never auto scrolls. I always have to scroll. Oh wait, yeah, it just auto scrolled. Okay. Oh no. You know why I touched the screen? Because it auto scrolls, maybe it won't blank out. That's probably what. Because it used to blank out for me, and I'd have to touch the screen. David was a young man with crutches. No, that was only a year ago. That was when I was on the crutches. That's when I decided I was going to go trucking. I am caught up. And now there's a big blue circle thing. Okay. We see what you are behind, so we wait. Yeah, no, I'm caught up. Jack said he's laughing, LMAO. Laugh my ass off. He's laughing his ass off. So I'm caught up, see? What's up? Now, you guys are slow now. Now it's all your fault. Yeah, why the hell am I drinking Mountain Dew when I gotta go to sleep? Dumb. I know what I'll do. Watch this. You want to see something smart? Smart. Thirsty. It was hot in here. No, I'm not jittery, Michael. Oh, this is cool. It scrolls by itself. Pick a subject. Who pick a subject? What the fuck is going on here? I should have known that was Chad just by reading that. What's up, Next Level Trucking? Not much, Chad. We're just, they're just picking on me. You know how they do. Well, yeah, see, I didn't know that. If the messages stop, it goes away. But when I first started doing this, I didn't have very many comments, so it would always go away, so I always touch the screen. Where's that lotion? It's sitting right next to me, man. It doesn't go far. What's up, David? Oh, damn, David, you're David's hand lotion, aren't you? Hand sanitizer fail. Ralph says, hey, David, I have seen a microwave with a seatbelt. Yeah, they have refrigerators up there, too. Oh, you never seen a microwave with a seatbelt. It doesn't have a seatbelt on it. That's a ratchet strap. Yeah, my wife was fine with it. She's actually excited because she wanted out of that business too. And my daughter was like, whatever, cool. Chad didn't cuss, he abbreviated. Oh, okay, sorry, man. Mountain Dew is the OG energy drink, yeah. Wind gusts in New Mexico and Texas tomorrow. I-40 up to 80 miles an hour. Wow, yeah. Hey, Crazy Bags, what at 80 miles an hour? What is that safe? What kind of weight do you need in your truck for that to be safe? I know I've been in Wyoming at 65 plus with 37,000 pounds in the truck and didn't have any problems. And I've been empty with 45, 50 mile an hour winds, and it was scary, but didn't have any problems. So what kind of weight would you need, or would you not drive in 80 mile an hour winds? I have cable cutters. Okay, so 80's not safe with any weight. So would you not drive in it then? My fleet manager says if I get blown over in the wind, automatically you're fired. And I know Bags blew over in the wind and he didn't get fired. Your trainer said good to 100-mile-an-hour winds. Are you serious? I'm only asking because I don't know, and my fleet manager wouldn't tell me. I mean, he wouldn't. He says that's up to you, man. He goes, I ain't saying nothing. You don't drive your SUV in 50-mile-an-hour winds? Come on, man. 50-mile-an-hour winds with a load in a truck is nothing. 65 plus in Wyoming, when it hits you directly on the side, I mean, I was driving literally with my tractor leaning, you know, for miles and miles and miles, and then the gust would hit, and then the trailer would come lean with it, and then set, you know, straighten out. But I drove for miles with that tractor leaning. It was the weirdest feeling in the world. Okay, Chad. David's gambling man. Let's go to the casino. What do you mean I'm a gambling man? So what are you saying? I mean, 50-mile-an-hour winds ain't nothing, man. I mean, unless you're talking about being empty. Yeah, empty was probably sketchy, but I didn't have far to go. I know 25-mile-an-hour winds empty is nothing. The truck don't even move. Yeah, I don't think I'd go in 100-mile-an-hour winds either. So, did Crazy Bags leaves? He's not going to answer. So, Chad, if you're still here, 80-mile-an-hour winds, what's your take on that? What would you, if you had, you know, what would you drive in? I mean, how much weight would you need in your truck to drive in, say, 60 or 80-mile-an-hour winds? There's a video on YouTube just came out today. Look up Makes Sense. Has dash cam footage of a senior getting blown over in Arkansas, very recent. Of a senior? What, like an old man gets blown over, or an old lady? Okay, you park it at what? At 80? Or at 60? I hope you don't mean 60, 65, man, because I've been through Wyoming almost every time with those warnings of, you know, no bobtails or no light vehicles, and I don't know what they consider light vehicles. 65 plus is a no-go? Yeah, see, I drive through that all the time in Wyoming. Okay, 80, you stop and chill. I was thinking that too, because I was like, ooh, 80 mile an hour? Yeah. So 80 is a no-go. So 60, 65 plus gusts is a go with, I would say, over 30,000 pounds. Ralph says, hey, Dave, do you have a shovel when you drive through the high winds? What? Do you have a shovel when you drive through the high winds? Do you have a shovel? Oh, do you have any? I don't know what you're saying, Ralph. I'm lost. Okay, thanks. You better be chubby to hold it down. Super Trucker Dave. No, not Super Trucker. I mean, no one's... My trainer got blown over in the wind. But he's never talked about... I don't know why the app crashes so much. But I don't know. So I've never really been told. What I would go by is, okay, everybody else is driving. You stop at 65, Chad? Really? Wow. You don't... How do you ever get through Wyoming? Because it's always blowing 65 there. Now I'm thinking, oh, damn, was I risking my freaking flipping over? Yeah, I think your trainer's full of crap, Michael. Monkey see, monkey do. Yeah, kind of monkey see, monkey do. You're right. The way I see it is it says no lightweight, high-profile vehicles. Well, 30,000 pounds in the truck, that's not lightweight. I probably wouldn't want to do it any less than 30,000. Both times I've done it, I was at 37,000 pounds. And never did I feel like the truck was going to want to go over on its side. It drove sideways, leaning over, and then when the gusts hit it, you had to hang on to the wheel so it didn't pitch you off the bridge, but never did it feel like it was going to flop over. Okay, Chad, our bag says, we'll get you fired, or fried, probably trying to say fired, I guess. Ralph, to clean your ass pants out. Well, see, now I'm gonna crap myself now that everyone's saying that I shouldn't be doing that. Now I know why my trainer was like, I ain't telling you what to do, man. But I mean, because I asked not my trainer, my fleet manager. I said, now an empty trailer, what 50, 60 mile an hour gusts okay? And he goes, well, I would think it would probably flop over before then, and if it does, you're fired. So it's like, oh crap, because I drove it in, I think it was like 45, 50 mile an hour winds, but it was a short stint in Salt Lake City. But it didn't feel like it wanted to flop over. But I was already on the interstate when the winds picked up, so it's like, how am I, there was no wind when I got on the interstate. Wow, see, that's crazy because it's windy all over the place, and I just drive through it. If the truck doesn't feel like it's getting squirrely, if it's leaning over, that's a sign. No, the tractor was leaning, not the trailer. The trailer would just, when it would hit gusts, it would pull the truck, towards the gust. But yeah, the tractor was driving at an angle because it had a constant wind against the side of it. But these tractors, hell, you can get out of the truck and just lean, and they'll lean over because they're on all that major suspension crap. And park the goddamn truck. Jack. Exactly, Jeff. Headwinds, tailwinds. The problem is when you're driving the interstate, it zigzags. So at any point, I mean, it always is blowing to the side of you. It never seems to blow head on. 65 plus is very high winds, and you probably don't want to drive in it. Sometimes Wyoming, like leaving those signs up for a couple of evenings, the wind has calmed down. Well, no, because I also get Qualcomm messages about it. And see, the very first time I ran across the sign, I pulled off at a truck stop and called night dispatch and said, hey man, there's signs out saying don't drive this if you're lightweight or bobtailing. I go, what do they consider lightweight? He goes, well, what do you have? I go, I got 37,000 pounds. Oh, hell, you ain't lightweight. He goes, if you were like 10,000 pounds, then I would worry. So I figured, Some depends. Yeah, they are poop trucks, man. They're taking a dump right in front of you. You wouldn't drive in the wind if it's 60 plus, even with a lot of weight in the truck, huh? It was Big Dirty. I haven't been through Wyoming in Little Dirty. I don't think I've been in winds with Little Dirty yet. This truck is freaking squirrely with no winds, man. I don't know what's wrong with this truck, but it's hard to keep it between the lanes. Put chains on, it'll keep you way down with a tie. Park, seriously, Dave, last thing I said before I started to roll over is my trainer was in one lane and my tractor, your trailer was in one lane and your tractor in the other. Now, you were probably light, though, if it slid your trailer over. I can't remember where I was, but we were on ice, driving on the hard pack ice, and my trailer would start to slide, over, and I was driving a little crooked, and that was when I was like, okay, I'm gonna shut down now. That freaked me out a little bit, and it wasn't windy. It's just I can't remember. I think I was on the road going to a receiver, and the road kind of tilted, and the trailer just, because I know in their parking lot it did the same thing when you'd get on an edge of the trail. I guess it just wasn't heavy enough. Call me Toto. Park the truck, vaccine you, please train David before he trains me. You don't want to die. It's funny you say that, Jack. I did want to get a hold of Crazy Bags or Chad and ask him some questions like that wind thing. But I don't know if they're going to talk about that in that class I'm going to, or if it's going to just be like training, as far as training to get your CDL. Basically, you don't get much information. They're probably going to just say, don't be freaking perverted to your trainee. Don't piss on them. Don't crap in your truck, and things like that. And make sure you take showers. I find it funny that they have to tell people to take showers. Yeah, little dirty might. It's just a little crooked. Find this guy. Oh man. It's full of squirrels and lotion. They're funny. That's a fact. Well, I don't know. I just... Do they really tell trainers to make sure to take showers? Yeah. Matter of fact, in orientation, they told us to make sure if your trainer's truck smells, don't even get on it. Come back in and say you want a different trainer. Apparently there's a lot of guys out here that, go to the terminal and just walk around. You smell dudes, and it's like, you shouldn't stink at a terminal. There's a free shower there. You shouldn't stink in general. Now, I will say, sometimes running hard, you might miss a shower or two, but that's what all the wipes are for, man. You got to clean yourself up. If my seat starts smelling like ass, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. We're going to have a problem. Yeah, take a shower, Bags, man. You got freaking toilet shit all over you. Yeah, I see those guys all the time. They're gross. Matter of fact, I'm throwing away my yellow jacket as soon as I can find a new one, because it's got stains on it, and it don't look right. It looks gross. It makes you look like a slob. Yeah, I've had more showers than freaking I know what to do with. That just didn't sound right. Bags, did you find a stink in your truck? So it was a stinky. He does have a stinky truck. Poor guy. That's what happens when you crap on the floor. Although when I dropped that can of sardines in my truck, that was a pretty good stink, man. I didn't realize that juice went under my bottles of my case of water. And a couple days later, I opened the door on the truck. It was like, what the hell? Freaking did a lot lizard get in here? Jeez, it stunk. Stunk like lot lizard. You remember when I was at Subway? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that lettuce didn't look good. Well, Someone needs to know about it. Now my steering wheel smells like lotion. Actually, my steering wheel smells like hand sanitizer, because when I sanitize my hands, I'll rub it on the steering wheel to sanitize the steering wheel. Ah, it was oranges. I thought your toilet spilled. A mud puddle. How you doing, Johnny? Well, that's a little creepy, dude. No, I won't be training them to take showers, but whenever we stop, we're taking a shower, and that means you too. There's not going to be, oh, I'll get one next time. No, you're taking a shower. You're taking a shower, you're taking a bus ride home. Yeah, oranges, man, they smell chemically. I used to get calls on refrigerators. Oh, I got a Freon leak. Why do you say that? Because it's got a funny smell. Well, Freon doesn't have a smell. Okay, well, there's something wrong, and I'd dig through and I'd find rotten oranges behind the crispers and then say, that'd be $65, thank you very much. What time do you get to drive again? Me? 3 o'clock in the morning. Soap on a rope, huh? You know, that sucks. I was thinking about a soap on the rope. I dropped my bar of soap in the shower one time. It was a brand new bar of soap, and it was like, do I throw this away or what? It touched the floor. But I ended up just, doing this with the washcloth and rubbed down a big, rubbed it down. Rubbed it down. And then kept it. But I carry, they bursted it under my bed the other day, but I carry a can of that spray for athlete's foot, because if I'm in the shower and my shower shoe actually comes, because I take them off to wash my feet, but I don't touch the ground. But if I lose balance and touch the ground, I come back, when I get out of the shower, I pull it out of my bag and spray the hell out of my feet, because man, I don't want to catch nothing out of them damn showers. And no, there's not a hands-on shower experience. I mean, I can explain to them. No, it's basically, I don't know how you do it, Bags, man, but I'll tell you what, anytime we stop, it's shower time, for the night at a truck stop, or if I'm going to stop during the day to take a shower, you're taking a shower too, because we might not end up getting a shower for a couple of days, and that'll make you even extra stinkier. No, I don't share my lotion. Team showers, man, team showers. That always freaked me out when I go in there. Can I get a team shower? It's like, sometimes they ask, do you need 2 showers? It's like, yeah, I'm not teaming with my wife, man. Rub the piece into the soap. No, it skinned. Maybe I should have thrown that soap away. Yeah, it's funny. They must get used to the smell, because I'll tell you what. They say if you can smell yourself, people started smelling you way before. What's that, like the 5th time the app's crashed? Christmas basket will contain lotion, sanitizer, soap on a rope, and training exercise video. Yeah, exactly, Bags. Yeah, because my trainer, he got lax in it, man. We'd get somewhere, and I'd go, okay, let's go. Oh, I'll go after you go. And he'd be laying in bed, and we'd come out, and I'll take one tomorrow. And man, sometimes he'd go 4 or 5 days without a shower. It's like, ugh. And one of the first things he said to me is, you better make sure, you wash your ass all the time. And then after I was with him for a few weeks, he's like, yeah, I like that about you. You really like to keep your ass clean. It's like, well, who doesn't, man? Who doesn't? Hey, Mateo. How you doing? Rubbing it down in the shower with David's new video. Hey, man, these lives, you just start talking about anything. As JBG, does he do a lot of videos every day? Well, I started this live video in the shower. I was, I was out of the shower and just, cleaning up my, cleaning up my shoes and stuff. He does like 4 a day. Wow, that's a lot of videos. What got Bags into trouble? That's what got Bags into trouble. What? There was so much said, Michael. Share with the class what got Bags into trouble. Share with class. You can't just say that and nobody knows what you're talking about. Maybe I'll turn the cam, laugh my ass off one day and just talk the whole day. There you go. We started in the shower. Oh, man. It's funny because I'll leave my camera going on the dash, and it sucks because it's like, man, I want to listen to freaking I want to listen to music, but there's going to be a shot I want to get when I get up the road, and I don't want to have to edit it together, so I just pause it, and it's like, damn it. Yeah, see, even David don't know what the hell you're talking about. Not on the Michigan roads. Bags. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know if Bags you have this problem, but trying to regulate the heat and the air conditioning in these trucks are a freaking impossible task. Even from the dash while you're driving, I'm constantly turning it up, down, up, down. Now I'm freaking freezing. Man, this wife beater I'm wearing's got to go in the. It's got to be turned into a rag. It shrunk or something. It won't stay tucked in. Yeah, see, everybody wants to know. Come on, Michael. What were you What were you talking about, man? What were you talking about? A 24-hour stream. Yeah, you're right, Dad. You're right. He can get pretty wild on his streams. I thought I was bad.
Asking for route.
No, the weird thing about these shirts, I get 2XL, and some of them are fine, and then you'll get a bag of them that's fine, and you'll get a bag of them that has a couple of them that aren't long enough, because usually they tuck in about that far, and this one only tucks in about that far, so it pulls out. And when I have one like that,
behind you,
I just turn it.
Route from current location.
I can't reach it. I turn it into a rag to wipe the floor. And then have to buy new ones. But yeah, it's like they have different size ones in the bags. But no, I still to this day haven't gained any weight out here. When you get rambling about things without thinking about what you're saying. Oh, okay, is that
what you were talking about with bags. Watch my Let's Squash It and Talk Trucking live feed. I watched that. I remember when all I thought was David H. was a whiny crybaby until I actually paid attention to him. Now I love the guy. Well, thank you, Jack. Yeah, I seen over in Bag's feed the other day where you're saying, man, I didn't like that guy at first. It's like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But yeah, I didn't mean to come off whining. I was just talking about what happens in trucking. But yeah, maybe it came off whining because I wasn't quite comfortable with talking to a freaking telephone. Jack, you know who's whiny crybaby? A girl and a guy. Oh man, I'm not even going there. Friday Night Fitness with Bags is gonna happen. Yeah, okay. Wait, one episode or two? Maybe a half of one. We'll see. Friday Night Fitness. No, I put it away, man. Yeah, I guess that's because I think I explained it in one of the videos. Is when something bad's happening, you want to tell everybody about it. When something good happens, you don't really, it's like people who leave Yelp reviews. If that company or restaurant pisses you off, you'll go out of your way to leave a bad Yelp review. If they made you happy, maybe if you remember, get to it, or you happen to be, pissed off and giving someone a bad Yelp review and go, oh yeah, that place was good. It's easier to bitch than to say good things. So I had to go, you know what, I gotta start making more positive videos, and that's where the vlogging came from. It's like, well, there's really not much to say positive, because, what do you do? What do you say? My wheels are rolling round and round. So it's like, okay, let me just throw the camera up. And I don't know why, but when I put the camera up on that dash and turn it on, I just naturally start talking, which is just kind of weird. I'm like, where do I get all this, where am I getting all this from? And I know one time, there's been a few times the videos didn't go out because I didn't post them, where I was really tired, and because I try to re-listen to the video before I post it. Most of them, some are just raw. They go out and hopefully they're good. And I've had a couple where it's like, no, you know what? You can tell something's wrong with me. I don't know if I was just having a bad day, the medication ain't working right, or if I was tired. I just was like slow. Like I had a live feed yesterday, I think it was. I might have deleted it, but I noticed I just wasn't into it. It was just like, ugh. Okay, I've got off on a tangent. Now I'm going to get behind. Jack, who's the one? Okay, yeah, okay. David, did you drink all? No. Are you going to join Crazy Bags Fitness Friday and try to do some push-ups? Oh, I can do push-ups. What, you think I can't do push-ups? Bags and Chad, who wins a push-up contest? Yeah, exactly. Let's see that. Readers are good, thank you. He's been saying that for 3 weeks. Yeah, yeah, I know. I've heard him say that too. What the hell? I turned the AC off. Oh, the fan's on. Yeah, the night you crashed my life. That was one I deleted, but that I deleted that one just because I didn't want to watch it. I swear to you, that's why I deleted it, because I didn't want to watch it. Because knowing what happened, I was just it was so embarrassing. It's like, I don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that, so I just deleted it. Then I don't ever have to see it. He did 14 push-ups a month ago. Oh, yeah, thank you, Jack. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a good time. I mean, I really don't mind, I don't mind that kind of stuff. If it's funny, I love it. If someone's being mean or an ass, no, I'm not into that. But, when they're being funny, I love it. I love it. I love it. Wheezy, you said I'm not doing it. You don't think I can do push-ups, Wheezy? Push-up competition. David, you dick. I was strong but smooth. Ah, man. You'll need Streamlabs so super chats are interactive. I got my live on my laptop the other day, but it looked really gritty and slow. I think my laptop's just too old. Matter of fact, I think it's still up. It was a test thing I did, and I never deleted it. I don't know why. All right, Weezy, how much you bet I can do push-ups? How much? Put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, Michael, I can't do it in the lightweight. There ain't no way in hell I'm putting my hands on the ground in a truck stop. Will never happen. Well, I guess I can put something down, but what would you give? What do you guys want to give me if I do? Bags can do 14 push-ups. I'll tell you what, I'll do 15. What do I win? Do I look fat, Dads? Do I really look that fat? Yeah, I'm in a truck stop. Yeah, gloves full. Yeah, you're right. I have 2 pairs of gloves. But what if I fell and my face touched the ground? Yeah, you should be up to 15. Do it. I put my gloves on when I did it. Week's worth of dough. Put your gloves on, David. You win an attaboy. Belly roll getting bigger, not the wife beater's fault. No, I haven't gained any weight, man. I've been 263. 263 since I've been out here. Now, I'm going to tell you why. I'm BSing about doing push-ups. I can't do any push-ups, and reason why is I broke what shoulder was it? I broke my shoulder. You remember seeing me on the crutches when I broke my foot? Well, right before that, I broke my shoulder. And to this day, I think it was it's this one. To this day, I can't even shoot my rifle. I haven't shot my rifle since then because it's sore, it's jacked up. So I couldn't do any push-ups. My shoulder would just bleed, would scream in pain. Want a bottle of lotion? Yeah, I don't want to fall face first into that piss. 15 in a row. Last time I did push-ups, I can't remember how many I was able to do. Yeah, you screwed your shoulder up 10 years ago and it still hurts, right? I had knee surgery like freaking 20 years ago and my knee still hurts. My broken foot still hurts. Jerky left hand. There are no lot lizards out here. Oh, I could do sit-ups, but I ain't gonna go sit on the ground out there. And there ain't no room to freaking do them in here. Oh, you know what? Next time I'm at freaking the terminal, go in the gym, man. I'll bench press for you and everything. How you doing, Shane? They're picking on me again. I wouldn't be able to do pull-ups with my shoulder. Anything that's going to put strain on the shoulder is not gonna be able to happen. Yeah, I went shooting right before I went trucking, and I put the rifle up to my shoulder and thought about it and said, no, hell no, because just leaning it against my shoulder was like, ow. I was like, no, that thing kicks back. That's gonna hurt. So I ended up just shooting handguns, and I shot my 22 rifle. I have a 10-22. I was shooting that because there's no kick to it at all. All right, Bags, thanks, man. You have a good one. Don't forget. Well, no, it's going to be too late now. But Tuesday was buy one get one free at Pilot for Mountain Dew. She called it Tuesday Dew Day, so I don't know if they have it every Tuesday. Yeah, what should I do for 1,000 subscribers when I get it? This is my rifle, my Davidh. Yeah, I know. I got to get some sleep here soon. Stefan's gonna tuck you in. Oh man! But the way I look at it, I got to drive 3 hours, and then I can sleep all day tomorrow. So it's not bad. And I eat sunflower. You know, if I start getting tired, I have sunflower seeds. I'll chew on sunflower seeds, and I spit them into a bottle like Chad does his chew. Johnny says, when summer arrives and turns scorching hot, will that change your driving and our sleeping times? No, man. A lot of times you can't, like, I love driving nights, but I drove today. I'll be driving, I start at 3 in the morning, but I'm only driving 3 hours, so I'll get there first thing in the morning. But I like driving nights, but sometimes because your drop time puts you to end up driving days, and you can slowly wean yourself back into nights by, it just happens. But no, I hate driving during the day. I don't care what the temperature is. Although when it's snowing out through Wyoming, driving through the days, I won't drive through Wyoming at night when there's a sheets of ice on the ground. I've driven through Minnesota in the -20 and it's snow. I've driven in a lot of places at night where it's snowing. Michigan I did, no problem. But I won't do it in Wyoming because that place, you're in Nebraska, you're all good. You hit that line, and as soon as you hit Wyoming, it's fricked up all the way through. And then you hit Utah, and it's clean again. Where was I? I was out somewhere where it was like that. The roads were crappy, and then as soon as you ended that state, they were nice and plowed and clean. It's like, don't you people have a plow? In a day. There's no room to do sit-ups in here, man. I'd have to wait till I got back to the terminal and then do sit-ups there in their gym. Yes, I have a TV. I got a 32-inch up there. No problem, Michael. Yeah, I'm should be the second week of April. I'm going back to the terminal to do you have to do 4 days of training to become a trainer, and I should be getting a different truck for training and doing the class so I can become a trainer. Frost laws. I don't know what a frost law is, so maybe they don't talk to us about frost laws. What's a frost law? I don't have DirecTV. I have Netflix. I download a bunch of videos on my phone to watch just in case I'm in an area where there's no signal. And like tonight, I had a signal, I mean, I had data, so I went ahead and just streamed it and watched it. And no, I won't tell you what I watched because I'm embarrassed. 1,000 sit-ups? No way, man. I'd die. I haven't bench pressed. I haven't been in a gym in probably 20 years, if you want to know the truth. It's when the frost in the ground is coming out, like this time of year, the ground starts on thawing. And what does that cause? What do you mean? You say frost law? What's the law on it? I mean, I know my yard freezes and it's great to walk on and drive on, and then when it thaws out, it's freaking mud. What I watch, I'm not telling you what I. Yesterday, I watched the last 3 days, except today. I watched Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, and then Tokyo Drift. Um, and today, yeah, I watched. I don't know. I can't remember. You can choose whatever one you want. You have to. You can train PSD after 6 months. You can train TNT after 9 months. By the time I go do my training, I'll be that prime for. After you have your CDL, I will have had my CDL for 9 months. I think I've already had it for 9 months. April 8th is your orientation. Well, April 8th, yeah, the Monday, so that's your orientation. I start training. Well, I'm supposed to start training on the 9th, which is a Tuesday. My dispatcher said he'll work on that. When I told him, hey man, it's my 29th anniversary on the 7th, I was going to do home time then, but why don't we do it that Tuesday and then through Friday, and I can do I'll be able to do my anniversary and that. You know what sucks, guys? I'm going to be 30 miles away from my house for 4 days, and I'm only going to be able to go home for one night because all the other days, my wife's schedule won't work properly to pick me up and take me. And my daughter moved out last week. Otherwise, she worked in Springfield. She could pick me up after work and then drop me in the morning when she goes to work. So I'm going to be stuck in my truck 30 miles from my house. Sucks, man. You hate mud more than you hate Nick and Carla. Oh man. Yeah, Fast and Furious are great. You know, Paul Walker died like 5 miles from my house in Santa Clarita when I lived in Santa Clarita, and yeah, that sucks, man. The dude burned to death in a freaking car. Now, how do you know of these roads? Do they mark them or what? I've never heard. No one's ever talked about what you're talking about before. How you doing, big dog? You put your app in yesterday, Terry. Good. Yeah, usually it takes a couple days for them to get back to you. I can't bobtail home because I'm company. Once a company truck enters Springfield, it does not leave unless it's under dispatch or it's going to, repair or something at the Freightliner dealership. Company trucks do not leave Springfield. When I got this truck, I had to go put fuel in it while I was loading stuff in it because I was running out of fuel. I pulled in the fuel bay. They gave me 50 gallons, but he said he first said, "Well, he goes, your company." He goes, "You can't leave. You know that, right?" I said, "No, I just need fill and I'll go right around." And he literally, when he gave me fill and I went to go, he says, "Now Don't you dare leave this property. There is another guard at the end with his gate down, so I'm assuming if I would have started driving off, he would have just called that guard shack and say, "Don't open that gate." But yeah, out of Springfield Terminal, you're not taking a company truck home. That's why I wanted to go lease. Another reason, because then I could take the truck home. Yeah, everyone keeps telling me to take Uber or Lyft or all that. They don't have Uber or Lyft in my area. They won't go to my area. And I bet you if I talked one of the guys to go into my area, he'd probably want a fortune. But yeah, they just won't go into my area. I live in a rural area of Missouri. Yeah, Uber's not going to happen, man. Oh, that dog. That was the first time I met that dog too. My wife rescued him. Um, he's not that old. He's definitely in puppy phase. I've got some pictures I'm gonna be putting up on my Facebook page where, I mean, on my Instagram page where the whole freaking kitchen was um, torn apart by him because he was left alone with the little dog. So we ended up getting him a crate, and he sleeps in a crate and whatnot. And when we're gonna be gone, because he's still puppy and he tears into everything. But yeah, that was the first time I met that dog. I laid down on the couch and he came up and he rolled over onto his back and tucked his head in against me, and we laid there for probably an hour. He's a lovable dog, man. I went to first, but still have a few things to catch up on. Okay, sorry, that's cool. Okay, so they put signs up. Yeah, they put signs up, but do they give you an area to turn around, or a way around it? I hate that crap. You get on these roads, and someone told me, well, you should know that road first, but I didn't get into it with the guy. There's roads out there that are not marked in your atlas as not being. There was at my 90 this morning. It's on the app. As a matter of fact, the last mile directions on the app are wrong. There's actually a better way to go, and it even has signs telling you to go there, because on the app, the way they want you to go, there's a 6 ton weight limit on one of the streets the GPS wants to turn you on. So they tell you to go past it and turn on the street the company's actually on. The problem is it's a freaking switchback turn to make it, and then 53-foot truck, and it goes into a side street. You got to go way over on the wrong side of the road, button hook it around, and hope there's no cars in that lane. The other way, it's easy. They even have it marked, trucks go this way. So I mean to let them know the right way to go. But that 6-ton street, I looked it up. There's nothing in the app. It was marked good though. But some of these streets, they're not marked until you turn onto them. And it's like, okay, well, that sucks. And they're not in the atlas because it's like a city or county thing. They're not, it shows that it's a truck route in the atlas. But yeah, it's for a truck that's under 80,000 pounds. It might be marked at 30,000 pounds. So, that's why you always got to pay attention. That's one thing my students are going to have a surprise as we're driving. Hey, what'd that sign say we just passed? That will get them on their on a kick to look at signs. The old shuttle drivers are 6 pack runway. No, because it takes an hour to get to my house, 52 minutes. So that's going to put them 2 hours to drive there and drive back, and then 2 hours to go pick me up and come back. They ain't going to happen. I'm only 32 miles away, but one thing about Missouri is it's a lot of back roads, and you come up to 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour, and then 55, and then back down to 25. So it takes a while to get anywhere if you're not right off the interstate. No, Jack, yes, you can get an Uber in Springfield, but not to my destination. They won't go to my destination. I tried, I tried Uber, I tried Lyft. I was gonna try a taxi, but it's like, you know what? It's probably gonna cost $60 to get home and $60 to get back. It's like, ugh. An Uber driver killed 6 people in Michigan. Get an electric bike. Jog 32 miles. Yeah, you can get Uber and Lyft in Springfield. You just can't get them to, Uber and Lyft, they don't go everywhere. There's some places they're like, no, it's not worth it. And it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be worth it for them to go to my house because they're not going to get a ride back. So they gotta drive to my place and then drive with nobody all the way back to Springfield. And apparently it must cost so much that they're not willing to do it because they know everybody's going to say, are you nuts? Cool. You guys are going to be in orientation while I'm there, man. Maybe we can hook up. That term, hook up. Damn. Yep. Party on the 8th. Well, I won't be there till the 9th. Yeah, I would suggest you guys all get CDL Prep, the app, and start studying for your permit test. And then after that, you need to get hardcore into your pre-trip. But your first week orientation's quick, man. It's boring as hell is all it is. That's going to be expensive, renting a car. Class B. When I went to Salt Lake, I ended up flying in first class because they didn't have any, regular coach seats or anything. That was cool, man. I ain't never flown first class before. That was nice. Yeah, screw the Greyhound, man. I didn't take a Greyhound. I flew. There was no way. Now, remember, if you rent a car or if you fly, if you don't take the Greyhound on them, they will give you, after you get hired on, after your week of, or after you get your CDL, you got to let your recruiter know, and they will give you back what it would have cost for them to bring you on a bus. They gave me like $150 because that's what it was going to cost them to bring me on a bus. So remember that. Get that money back. A rental car is going to be that much, man. From Texas to Springfield one way. I was going to do a rental car from Kansas City, Missouri to Springfield, Missouri one way. Oh, as a matter of fact, I did do it. And it was like, damn, it was like $100 and some dollars, which is no big deal, but we're talking a 2.5 hour drive. I was going to take one. Where was I going to? I was going to take one from Salt Lake City back to Springfield, but it was like $600 or something like that. Offer them cash. You got to remember, guys, these shuttle drivers at Prime, they write down their mileage every day. They're gonna, have to explain where they got an extra, 60 miles from. They're not going to risk losing their job over that. No, the Atlas is for trucks. It's doesn't have car routes in it. It doesn't have all your little streets. It's actually It's even called a motor carrier, and it's got a truck on it. The Atlas is made for a truck. It don't have. There's not even the streets that are, well, there's a few of them that are grayed out in there. That means don't take that. But a lot of streets aren't even in there because trucks can't drive on them, so they don't give you the option. That's good. Study, 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 study. You're gonna take me to dinner, huh? You're the one there. You're the one there living off uh, Prime's loaner money, and you're gonna take me to dinner. That works for me. I'm broke as shit. Hell, we'll make the wife make us all dinner. We'll go party at my house. I went to Salt Lake City because I lived in California. I wanted to go to Springfield. I wanted to go to Spring. I'm trying to find that question with you. Okay, I wanted to go to Springfield because I moved to Missouri in the middle of my PSD, and my recruiter, she said, "Yeah, you can go to Springfield." She goes, "But you know what? Go to Salt Lake City." She goes, "It'll be a faster process because Salt Lake, I had like 15 people in my class. That's all they took on that Monday. Springfield, like 100 people come in on that Monday. So it was a lot smaller class. You got through everything quicker." So I did that, and then the only thing that sucked was my trainer trained at it. He no, I'm not giving you that any information. Anyways, he should be training out of Springfield, but he trains out of Salt Lake, and it sucked because he would not go to Springfield for nothing. He wouldn't even drop me off there. I had to fly from Salt Lake and out of pocket spend that money to get home. A couple of times to get home. But yeah, I live in Missouri. Are you asking me, Michael, how many bags of peanuts did I eat? And if you're asking me that on the plane, I didn't eat any peanuts. Bring me a gift bag of lotion, huh? Whoever brings David the best gifts gets to train with him. Yeah, it's bribery. Now, I'll tell you what. If I become a trainer and they don't let me pick my student because I'm a company driver, I'm going lease right there. They're not gonna throw me in with a student that stinks or wants to stop and pray 5 times a day. I mean, I assume they're gonna still let me interview people to make sure that it's cool. But yeah, if they're gonna force student on me, it's like, nope, go ahead and sign me up for lease. I'm not freaking going for that. You forgot a student. Oops, you forgot a student. That's funny you say that. When I was driving with my instructor, I'd be driving nights or whatever. He'd be whatever time of day it was. But a lot of times I would drive from midday to, midnight type deal, and he would take over. So what I'm getting at, it would be dark for half my driving. And I'd pull into a truck stop to go grab some coffee or whatever, use the bathroom or whatever. And it's dark in the truck. And I'd get back in. I did this one time. I got back in and drove off and thought to myself, oh crap, what if he got out of the truck? So I flipped the light on. He wouldn't let us close these curtains. So I flipped the light on, looked, and he was sleeping back there. I was like, damn, thank God. So when he woke up, I told him, I go, you know what? If you're ever going to get out of this truck when I'm stopped somewhere, make damn sure you tell me. And he told me that he left his student somewhere because of that. The student got out of the truck while he was getting fuel or something, and he got in and drove right off. So yeah, always check to make sure. I mean, it's just good rule of thumb that, hey, you know what, you're stopping, I'm going to go out too, because you think your co-driver's sleeping, they wake up to go to the bathroom, and then you leave and leave them there. A keg of beer. 20 years since you drove last. Wow. Well, I already probably answered the Salt Lake thing because I was in California at the time. I moved to Springfield. Prime had a little bit what to do with it. It helped the decision. It's like, well, you know what? I'll be by the main terminal. I'll be able to take the truck home and not. Yeah. If I'd have known that being by the main terminal screwed you on taking your truck home. Although I was planning on going lease, so I guess it didn't matter. But yeah, we were just looking for somewhere that we could afford to live, decently on a trucker's money. Plus, when we retire, we're going to get X amount of money from Social Security. We wanted to still be able to afford to live there and keep our horses. So it was, it's very inexpensive to live in Missouri. West Side trucks. David's hand lotion is back. Okay, who's not here now? Is David? What's his name? David Roach. Oh no, he's here. Damn, I thought for sure that was him. Huh. And I know it ain't my wife because there's no way she could stay up this late. It cost me $275 to rent a car and then have to drive 20 hours. Can fly from Burlington down in 5 an hour is $258. Yeah, I'd fly definitely. Exactly. App crash. I'm caught up. Hey, Kiana, maybe I'm not. Okay, let me say David's hand lotion is Missy. No, it's not Missy. She can't stay up. She can't stay up that late. Long-term parking at airport. You're gonna train a tranny. You're gonna train a tranny. Are you talking about if I would train a transsexual? Missy's not in here, is she? No. I would train a transsexual. I have no problem with that, as long as it's a dude. As long as it's a dude being a girl. I mean, is a transsexual a girl being a guy too? But I won't. I just out of respect for my wife, I wouldn't train women. Yeah, there you go. I was thinking the same thing. I got these clips. And I was thinking about a sheet of paper, and just because it can, clip it right to the CB with the paper hanging, then someone's gone. I also would put napkins over the brake, the parking brake lever, when we would have a high value load, and that would remind me when I popped the brakes to fill out macro 25 because I kept forgetting. Shut up, David's hand lotion. Hi, like it's Missy. It ain't Missy. There's no way in hell she's. Number one, if she was awake right now, she'd be yelling at me. Why am I still awake? Yeah, I would be leasing. Kiana, if the wife would get behind it. I'm out, David. 3 hours live as long alive enough. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. No, it's been 2 hours. All right, Michael. See you later. Going good. I had to stop and rest. Do you stop, Kiana, and take like for my 30-minute breaks or my 30-minute break? A lot of times I'll stop and take a 30-minute nap. I just set my alarm. Missouri has state tax and personal property tax as well. Yes, it does. You got state. It's weird when you go to register your car. You got to go over to the what's it called building. You have to fill out paperwork on taxes for some crap. I can't remember what it was all about, but my registration for my Dodge was due when we left California. It was like $800. When we got, I told her, don't register it. Let's just take it to Missouri. We got to Missouri, it was $53 or something like that. Big savings in registration. But it's a dude who thinks it's a chick. Wouldn't that be a chick? No, it wouldn't be a chick because ain't no way. No, see, I'm not going to phrase it like that because Keanu, the girls might see this. Okay, it's not technically a chick, so there's not going to be any. Here's the thing. Here's my theory on a man and a woman being close together, even at work and stuff. If you get close and you start talking personal and, oh yeah, this, that, and the other, and you start getting really close together, you could start getting an attraction or something like that. And who wants that? That ain't ever gonna happen with the tranny. I'll tell you that right now. The dude, I don't care how good a dude looks. He's a dude. A dude is a dude. But out of respect, I wouldn't want my wife training dudes if she was a truck driver. And so out of respect for her, I just wouldn't do it. You can take as many breaks as you want a day as long as you're going to get your load on time. But mandatory breaks, you have after 8 hours or within 8 hours, you have to take a 30-minute break. And then, of course, before your 11-hour drive clocks up, 11-hour drive or on duty, you have to take a 10-hour or, within 14 hours. If you run your 14-hour down, you got to take a 10-hour. You walk, okay. I'll do that if I'm really tired and I'm driving. I'll pull over and just stand up in the truck and shake a little bit, or walk around the truck one time, and it wakes me right up, and I'll be good to go. But I only have to do that sometimes. Normally, I'm good to go. 5-hour energy if need be. Out of respect for my boyfriend, when I do train, it will only be females. Oh yeah, and you won't have a problem getting all those females. They need female trainers. Lotion boy. Not in Springfield. That drive to Springfield when you're going on home time seems like it takes forever. And last time I went home, oh man, I got within like 100 miles of Springfield and ran out of time. It sucked. It was like, you got to be kidding me. All right, guys, I'm going to call this a night. I got to get some sleep. What time is it? Oh man, 11:40. Yeah, I'll get 4 hours sleep, or almost 4 hours sleep. We're good. I'm going home on, if everything works out okay, I'll be home on April 9th to do the training. I actually don't think I'm going to be able to get home but one day because I just don't have a ride. I just don't have a way to get home. You can drive your car to orientation. They have parking there. They actually, I guess, I don't think they want orientation people bringing their cars, from what I heard. But there is long-term parking there for truck drivers, so you can always, park there, I guess. But I heard, I know in Salt Lake it didn't matter, but I could swear I heard somebody say that Springfield, because they're limited parking, they don't want people bringing their cars. Yeah, it's no big deal to have the car stuck there because whenever you come home or bring the truck back to the terminal, you have your car to drive around or drive home with. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming in. And if you haven't hit the like button, hit that like button on your way out. We'll talk to you guys later. I'll do my video tomorrow when I leave here, half asleep. All right, man. Be safe. Yes, I'm going to be a trainer. Jackson, hey Jackson, how you doing? I don't think I've seen you in here before. Sorry, I'm leaving as you're coming in. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe and catch the next one.